Yo, what's good YouTube? This is Jake from T&J, and make sure you hit that like button. And you guys have been talking about Tyree Jackson. You look at his stats here: 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 50% completion percentage, and you guys have asked for it, so I'm gonna give it to you. Jarrett Stidham is going to get the start in this next game versus the Cleveland Browns, and you see his attributes here. I mean, he's pretty accurate. 87 short, 83 medium, and his throw power is the only thing that's really lower, at least significantly lower than Tyree Jackson at 89 compared to 96 with Tyree Jackson, and that is going to be the main difference between the two of them. So this is going to be a different type of gameplay. I'm not going to go deep as much. I'm going to have a lot of intermediate throws, a lot of throws. I imagine seeing Jamison Crowder getting a lot of targets. We'll see. So looking at the Cleveland Browns before hopping into this gameplay, you see their offense. They do have a rookie here, Anthony Johnson. He's decent, but for the most part, their offense looks pretty much the same. So here is Baker Mayfield coming out, 11 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. They even have his signature headband in his photo there. So now to start this game, they do start out with the ball, and that's a lucky throw on the first pass. Almost should have been picked off that time by Tony Lippett. So now on a 2nd and 2, giving it off to Duke Johnson. Duke Johnson is actually their starter, and you would think Nick Chubb would have took that over by now, but they both do get in a little bit. But Duke Johnson is, I guess, the bell cow in their backfield. So now they do get a first down on that screenplay, but here is Nick Chubb picking up a gain of 11 on this carry, actually 12, and he picks up the first down. So now here the Browns are past the 50-yard line, getting it across the middle. Baker Mayfield, nice throw for a gain of about 7. So now on a 3rd and 3, giving it to Duke Johnson, but that's going to be a tackle in the backfield by Quentin Dunbar. And we do get them to kick the long field goal, but that one's off the mark. So now here comes the rookie, Jarrett Stidham, here for his first possession of his NFL career, as he starts out with number 8. Remember, number 8 used to be Kirk Cousins under center, but that's not him. That's Stidham, as he gives the ball off to Geis, who also gets his first start this season. And here on a 2nd and 10, throwing the ball across the middle, Chris Thompson gets the first catch from Jarrett Stidham in this game, a gain of 20 on that one. So it's Jarrett Stidham, 2 easy throws at time to Chris Thompson. Chris Thompson probably had an open field touchdown, probably could have made it into the end zone on that one, but he can't pick up anything. And we do end up settling for the field goal on the first possession of Jarrett Stidham's career, and that is 3-0 to start this game. So here's Baker Mayfield back out onto the field, throwing the ball deep to try and lip it. Actually, that's Fabian Morrow in coverage on Jarvis Landry, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. Should have probably been an interception. Here is Johnson getting the catch on the outside, beating DJ Swearinger in coverage and picking up the first down. So now on a 2nd and 9, here's Duke Johnson getting the handoff, not getting a first down. So now 3rd and 6 here, close to the 42-yard line, throwing the ball to the right side, and that's a dangerous throw. Quentin Dunbar probably could have had an interception on that, but we do get them to punt the ball back to Stidham. So now on the first play of the next possession, throwing the ball to the right side, and that's Denzel Ward out of Ohio State coming up with the interception on the outside. And take a look at this play. He was actually beat on that, and somehow he just jumps and catches it with one hand over Hollywood Brown, and now they are set up inside the 5-yard line. And on the first play, on a 1st and goal, Baker Mayfield is going to find his man Johnson, the rookie, for a 5-yard touchdown pass. So now the Browns, just like that, go up 7-3. So now back on our next possession, here's Geis getting the handoff to the outside, but only picking up 5 on that one. So now 3rd and 5 under center. Here is Stidham, and that's what I'm talking about. We're going to have to kind of run a similar offense to what Alex Smith ran last year. I think that Stidham has a better arm as far as throw power than Alex Smith. We can do a little bit more, but I do want to focus on the intermediate to short throws and sometimes occasionally going deep, because I know he can make those throws as he throws to the outside. Chris Thompson but I do want to get him going in the short intermediate passing game. So now we're at the 32-yard line, close to the end of the first quarter, and here is Jamison Crowder, who is going to like Stidham the most because, you know, that arm strength. He doesn't have it like Tyree Jackson, but he can get it over the middle to the slot receiver. So now 2nd and 10. Here is Stidham rolling out to the right side, facing some pressure, throwing the ball over the top of the defense, and that's Jamison Crowder. Like I said, he's going to love Stidham at quarterback because he's going to be looking to the middle of the field a lot, and that time that was a magnificent throw on the run, and Jamison Crowder gets open, and he makes his way into the end zone, making it a 10-7 game. So here is Josh Gordon getting the reception over the middle. Remember, this isn't the updated rosters. This actually started back when the season started, so Josh Gordon is still on the Browns as he gets a reception that time. So now facing a 3rd and 2 at the 46-yard line. Here's Baker Mayfield getting it off to Nick Chubb, and that's going to be a tackle by Troy Apke for the 3rd down stop, and we do get them to punt the ball away. So now here is Stidham under center, giving the ball to Darius Geis on the stretch play, but only picking up 3 as he's only had 3 carries so far in this game. So under center here on a 3rd and 3, throwing the ball across the middle. In Hollywood Brown, this has been a reoccurring problem game to game so far in the early parts of the season. He just has been dropping too many passes, at least 2 a game I've counted that he's had dropped, and these are usually like 1st down catches, not like little small drops, but like 1st down that we need, like that 3rd down play. And he costs us as we punt the ball away to the Browns. So you see Baker Mayfield getting himself out of danger that time on the pass, but on a 1st and 10 on the next play, getting it to Jarvis Landry on the sideline, picking up a gain of 9. So now 2nd and 1 at the 35-yard line. Here is Duke Johnson getting the handoff, and we're going to stop him in the backfield for a loss of 3. So now 3rd and 4 here from the 33-yard line. 3.5 minutes left in this half, dumping it off to Duke Johnson on the screen pass, and he's breaking a tackle and dragging DJ Swearinger past the 1st down marker as this drive continues. But on the 38, on a 1st and 10, throwing the ball across the middle, and who is that? That's Ryan Kerrigan in coverage. He comes up with the interception, and he sets Jarrett Stidham up with short field position just to drive, maybe to get into field goal range. So on the first play of the next possession, here's Jamison Crowder getting open, and he's getting to the 33-yard line on that one. Another gain of about 16. So now on a 1st and 10, throwing the ball to the right side, and that's Paul Richardson helping out his young quarterback. Nice diving catch on that one to keep this drive alive. Another 1st down. So now facing another 3rd and 5 at the 15, throwing the ball across the middle, but this time Darius Geis is going to get stopped before the 1st down marker at the 12, but it is a 4th and 2. We're going to go for it here, giving it to Geis and handing it off to the left side, and Geis is going to make his way inside the 5-yard line. So Geis getting his first taste of the starting job once again after losing it because of his injuries pretty much. And he cannot get into the end zone, but now we get it down to a 3rd and goal after losing a couple yards starting at the 3-yard line on this series here. But Jarrett Stidham trying to run out to the right side, and he cannot make it to the goal line, and we get stopped, and we eventually do settle for the field goal, and we make this a 6-point game going into halftime. Jarrett Stidham, he had a pretty good half. I think that, you know, we can start to open up the playbook in the second half, but we go into this halftime 13-7. So now to start this second half, here is Jarrett Stidham from the shotgun to start it out. He's rolling out to the left. Gotta throw it away. The pressure is too much. This defensive front of Cleveland is pretty talented. So now on a 3rd and 10 on the 28-yard line. Paul Richardson not ready for that throw. That throw is a little bit offline, and that chemistry will come with time, but we do have to punt that ball away to start the first series of the second half. So now here's Baker Mayfield back out onto the field, getting it complete to his receiver on the sideline, and that's a gain of about 17. So now 1st and 10, facing some pressure, but we're setting Troy Apke, and he gets to Baker Mayfield for the sack. And we pin them back now, back into the 36-yard line, now with a 3rd and 17, and that's going to be easy defense for us, and that's another punt for this Cleveland Browns offense. So now here's Dwayne Cummings in for the injured Jordan Reed, and he picks up the first down on that throw. So now 1st and 10, throwing the ball deep is Jarrett Stidham, but that's a nice play by the defensive back guarding Paul Richardson. We got to use that speed when we can. That was the first time we went deep to him all game. I thought they wouldn't be expecting it, but that's a nice play on defense. So now facing a 3rd and 7 here from the 48-yard line. Stidham can run too. He picks up some room and scrambles for about 10 yards, and that's a first down close to the 42-yard line. So now 1st and 10 at the 42. 6 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. Dumping it out to Jamison Crowder. He puts on 2 moves and ends up picking up the first down on a broken play a little bit. We had a miscommunication with the blocking that time, but look at Jamison Crowder making something out of nothing. So now at the 25-yard line, 3rd and 4. Here is Jarrett Stidham from the shotgun. Having all day to throw, throws across the middle, and that's going to be an overthrow to Hollywood Brown at the 25-yard line, and we do settle for the field goal, making it to 16-7. So now on the first play of the next possession, that's picked off by Zach Brown. So Zach Brown is showing up once again, going back to his old ways. Remember the first season, he was our MVP with 10 interceptions, and that's going to be another interception for this defense, setting us up with great field position. So now here's Darius Geis getting going on the ground on the next play. 1st and 10, throwing the ball across the middle. Jamison Crowder, another catch inside the 5. So now on a 3rd and 5, a couple of plays later here at the 7-yard line, rolling out to the right and throwing the ball across the field and over the top of the linebackers. And look at Jamison Crowder laying out for his rookie quarterback, and that's a great effort there by a veteran. Look at that extension on that throw, helping out his young quarterback as he makes it yet a 2-score game. But here Stidham goes for it on the PAT, and that 2-point conversion is going to be good. So now this is a 24-7. This game has opened up quite a bit to start this second half, but here is Baker Mayfield. Can't get going. He's been slow to start this second half. So now on a 3rd and 9, thrown out to the left side, it's picked off again. So Fabian Morrow this time. So Zach Brown, Fabian Morrow, Ryan Kerrigan have all picked off Baker Mayfield, as look, he gets the 2 feet in, and that is another short field here for Stidham to go. So this time he starts out at his 25, at their 25-yard line, throwing out to the right side, and that's caught by Paul Richardson. As Stidham has just been impressive here in the second half, throwing on the run. His throws have been accurate. So now at the 9-yard line, 2nd and goal, under center. Here is Stidham going to lob the ball to the right side, and that's Jamison Crowder. No, that's actually Hollywood Brown. He held on to it. So, wow, I put Jamison Crowder on the outside on that play, put Hollywood Brown in the slot, and he finally holds on to a pass. It seems like he's been dropping everything that's been going to him, and he holds on to that one there to make Jarrett Stidham's 3rd touchdown pass of the game. So now here is Baker Mayfield. He just cannot get on the same page as his receivers, and that's another incomplete pass. So now facing a 4th and 2 here to start this 4th quarter. They do go for it, and that's Duke Johnson picking up the first down, but he's got 15 carries for 18 yards. I mean, our defensive front has been bottling up their running game all game long. So now here on a 2nd and 2, thrown out to the right side, and that's another interception. Baker Mayfield throws his 4th interception of the game, this time to Quentin Dunbar, who doesn't really get too many balls thrown his way, to be honest, but this time he takes advantage. Josh Gordon wasn't in good position that time. I mean, honestly, he was on the outside, didn't have a chance to get to that one, as Jarrett Stidham starts this next drive out, throwing the ball deep, and we finally connect on one, as he is 18 for 30, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception here. This is a great debut here by the rookie. I like what I see, and I'm thinking about sticking with Jarrett Stidham, and it's not uncharacteristic to go back to Tyree Jackson, but I think Jarrett Stidham is just doing his thing, and he's showing why he is projected at least first couple of rounds in the NFL draft come next year, as here is Darius Geis getting the handoff, and he's making it 38-7. here in this game in the fourth quarter, as this game is just out of reach for Baker Mayfield. But he does come back out onto the field on the next possession here. 7 minutes left in this fourth quarter, and on the next play, look at this. Baker Mayfield has thrown his 5th interception, the 2nd to Zach Brown, and this has just been an overall dominant performance by this defense, as Baker Mayfield doesn't have any answer for this secondary. And wow, he throws for 2 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. They end up actually getting another touchdown in garbage time, but it's definitely not enough. This defense showed up. Jarrett Stidham is, I'm telling you, this is just a different offense with Jarrett Stidham on the field. I was intrigued by Jarrett Stidham in the draft, so I did select 2 quarterbacks, and I was really intrigued by Tyree Jackson's athleticism and his potential, having that 96 throw power, but having that accuracy definitely makes a huge difference to the game plan, because you're not going to be bailed out by deep passes. You can, get these intermediate throws and pick up, 5-6 yards. Sometimes they stretch to, 9-yard, 10-yard, 11-yard catches, and it definitely makes a difference, because missing these open throws, you can tell my drives aren't coming down to like a 3rd and long. We're converting on 1st and 2nd downs. It's just a lot better. It's a lot more fluid, and I definitely, got to give it up to the young kid. He did a good job in his debut. So we pretty much dominated them in every single statistical category. You see, we led in pretty much everything, but this was a good game by us. So you don't want to miss any action going forward with Jarrett Stidham. So hit subscribe, hit that like button. We'll be back for the next episode. So stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.